I'd never gotten to the statistics of women in the labor force, you know, going out and doing the women tasks in somebody else's home, or taking people into your house. And first there's the mending that she sees, that thin crust, and then there's the kid shoes that are heaped there that she picks up and are too far gone for mending, and too far gone is in the air. And then Jimmy's rompers, there was a tear in them too, right across the seat. She had not noticed. "Men," she said loudly, and stopped there and stood in the middle of the bedroom holding the rompers. The strength and fury she had felt an hour ago were all gone now, and she stood there swaying in the middle of the bedroom with its sway-back bed and mattress on the floor with its acrid urine smell and the trickle of light coming in through the thin high window. And she thought she would suffocate of the tears strangling in her throat that would not ascend to her dry eyes. It was not that the clothes were beyond or almost beyond mending, and that there were none others and no money to buy more. Not that 4 children slept here in this closet bedroom, 3 on a mattress on the floor. Not that in the corners dust curled in feathers, dust that was dirt that breeds disease. You make your children sick. Not that her daughter had stood a few minutes ago, which hurt more, the earlier averted face or this, looking at her with pain and fear and pity for her in her eyes. It was not any, and it was all of these things that brought her now to swaying in the middle of the floor, twisting and twisting the rompers in soundless anguish. It was that she felt so worn, so helpless, that it loomed gigantic beyond her, impossible ever to achieve beyond any effort or doing of hers, that task of making a different life for her children to which her being was bound. Oh, what was the matter with Mama when Papa said she had to stay in bed, acting and looking so funny, and that old Jimmy having to say cheerfully, "Matey hurt me, Mama, she hurt me in the bath." "Tattler, I didn't hurt him, he's slippery." "Mama, Papa said you got to stay in bed." "Mama, can I have Jim's rompers?" Coming closer but wanting to run. "Oh, Mama, what's the matter?" "Nothing, Maisie," kneeling down on the floor alongside to reassure her, smiling a tormented smile. "I've got to," her throat constricting, "do something." "What, Mama?" "I don't know," twisting and twisting the rompers. "I don't know." And Jim comes home, and she and several of the kids are trying to make a garden and putting in a garden like you promised and never done. That's what I'm doing up. And he tells her she's got to go in. She's been sick, and she knows she shouldn't be up. And she says, "And who's to cook and clean and look after the kids if I'm in bed? Who? The servants? The fine servants we keep on the wages you're making? Don't sweet Anna me. Who's to do it if I'm not up? Who? Who's to care about 'em if we don't? Who?" "Oh, Jim," I'm skipping in here. "The kids, what's going to happen with them? How are we going to look out for them? Oh, Jim, the kids, seems like we can't do nothing for them in this damn world." From now I'll read a bit without skipping, and I hope there'll be time to go on after this chapter to read women and men at work. Work is so seldom in books, that work without which the world could not go on for 2 days. And Anna on her assembly line, too, in the kitchen on a hot canning day. We'll see. I had hoped, too, to have time for us, Grace, you, I, to talk. Always while Jim worked, down underground the dripping water diamonds his hair, trickles down his neck, makes a gay sound on his canvas poncho. No Mackinaw and boots, but it means $1 more a week. He stopped renting 'em. Don't it? It means stuff for the baby, don't it? Heavy and sore in his breast would lay the torment of the questions Anna had asked. Work through. With a heart that ran far ahead of his feet, he would hurry home, a nameless fear on him, and his hello be almost a sob of joy as he flung open the door and saw that all seemed as it had been. A gaunt Anna who could not understand this body of hers that tired so quickly and quivered like a naked nerve, this stranger self. 1 minute, her old competence and strength, the next, addled, nervous, brutal, lost, not managing, having to give under, to let things go. Any effort wearing her out, everything an effort. Seeing her so, with the look of exhaustion on him, Jim would ask, "Is there something I can do to help?" Sometimes she did not answer at all. Sometimes say, "You look right tired, why don't you go ahead and set?" But once she blazed, "If you can't see what needs doing, just don't trouble to ask. You hear? Just don't trouble to ask."